The landscapes of our lives are for learning, where experience is our teacher. When we gather together to share our resources, we are destined to love and thrive.
Good morning, Maureen.
Good morning, Pierre.
We're doing another learning practice.
Okay.
I get to pick a word.
Okay.
All right. I'm not filtering. This is the word.
Mm-hmm.
Black.
Okay. I can't believe you prefaced that by saying, I'm not filtering. That is an indication of where we are. All right.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, why did you feel like you needed to say you were unfiltered by saying black? Is a color. I associate it with storytelling as a archetype for storytelling, like the bad guy, wears black in the Western movies, and so the void is black.
Right. The reason why I said not filtering, because I'm sitting here, the last time we did a learning practice, I had trouble coming up with a word.
Mm-hmm.
And the word and I just looked around here and the word black just jumped in my head, and I'm like, oh, that's not a good word. And meaning like it's just a color. And we just talked about something that was a color word. And I thought, but then because it leapt in my mind, that's where the no filter came from. In other words, I didn't think of that word. It just basically jumped into my head.
Right. And
I wasn't really happy with it because it was going on the color that we just did, jaded. And, I suppose there were some overtones that did kind of come in around,
Black Lives Matter,
race and all the rest of that, and blah, blah, blah. But I just let it go. Right. Okay. That's what came into my mind. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. So that's what you mean by unfiltered, and just literally saying what's on your mind, right? Like without all the self-judgment and like, oh, shouldn't I? Because so much of that immediately follows a thought, doesn't it? Like you get a thought and then you get all the other thoughts about that thought. Like, should I say that out loud? Should I not? I'm thinking it. Why am I thinking it? Right. Yeah. Right. Interesting.
No, that you are spot on. That's exactly what happened. This word flew into my mind. I didn't think about it. And then I was, going through is this a worthy word?
We're
BS.
So trained.
BS, right? It's interesting too. I was just reflecting on our early 3-minute practices and how my mind worked. It was sort of a blank slate, and then I thought of a word, and now it's more, I don't know, it's just a different state of mind entering these things. Anyway, I think that might be our 3-ish minutes-ish.
Okay. Well, I'm wearing black, so maybe that was in your subconscious too.
Hey, speaking of which, do you remember the Lost Bravos?
No.
Black is black. I want my baby back.
Oh.
Look up YouTube. Unbelievable.
Oh, black is black. I want my baby back. I know that song.
Lost Bravos. Yeah.
I never know who sings what. I'm just so bad with the names of groups.
How did that even jump into my mind? I used to play that record over and over again. It's very repetitive.
Okay, well, that's how because it's still in your system. It's still in you, like that memory. It's just memory. Yeah. Right. Associations. Yeah. It's so fabulous and fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah. I was told the other day, and we have to wrap this up because we're only 3 minutes on these things, that when you remember something, when you remember something, you're not remembering the original event. You're remembering. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a telephone chain. It can get a little fuzzy.
Fun fact, I did my master's thesis for my master's degree in English on memoir and talked about just those kind of things. So interesting.
Right. For another podcast. All right. Thanks, Maureen. Good morning.
You're welcome. So, you're welcome.
See you all.